One
स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्।
He comes from a lineage of great sages, yogis, and saints from India. He began his spiritual journey at the age of 7 and was fully realized by the age of 14. During this time, he delved into different practices and acquired mastery over Tantra, Mantra, Yantra, Aghori practices, and Yaksha sadhana. He was a siddha, and many masters, saints, and sages used to visit him in solitude to gain wisdom and guidance from him since the tender age. Although he has been helping humanity since childhood, he never disclosed this part of him to the world, and only the advanced yogis and masters were aware of his divine presence. Only in the last 2 years he chose few people from the world and started guiding them in their spiritual paths, and those who have been closely associated with him have witnessed many miracles in his presence. Despite being a family person, he is a yogi and intends to help people entangled in this world achieve Jivan Mukti, liberation while being alive. He is truly in the world but not of the world, and if you really want to understand him, look him beyond his physical appearance and just sit with him, and you will never be the same again. In his presence you will transcend your body and mind and experience the state of Sat, absolute truth, Chit, pure consciousness, Ananda, eternal bliss. Let us fold our hands in front of his divinity and with a heart filled with gratitude and love welcome our spiritual guru, the realized soul, and our enlightened master, Guru Meenakshi Mishra.
असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। aham brahmasmi. So good evening everyone. स्वागत है आप सभी का to the Q&A. आपका दिन, आपके सवाल और आपके जवाब. So I believe you enjoyed the birthday, and I wish that each and every one of you should celebrate like this with me. Anybody interested? Good. So Vidya ji, Suma ji, Pranit is not interested. He said, I don't celebrate my birthdays anyways. I'm too old for that. Good. Chalo, so someday we might just find a way where we also celebrate a birthdays. So ghar bhi aap hi ka hai. So why not? So to begin with, I can see two hands already raised. One of Deepika ji and the other of Jason. Or Jason was raising his hand that he want to celebrate it, I believe. Okay. So fine. So we just have only one question. So I believe we can complete fast today and you all can have a good time.
Yeah,
So,
Deepika ji,
Pranam
can unmute
Mahadev. Pranam Mahadev.
Pranam Deepika ji. So you are in God mode?
Happy birthday, Lavanya ji. No, Mahadev, actually the weather is good. I stepped outside. I don't have enough data.
Okay.
So,
no issues.
Yeah. Actually, in one Sunday satsang, you told that when we meet God, we meet problems instead of actually meeting God and being with Him. We meet our problems. But I just wanted a little bit of more clarity on it, Mahadev. Like when during childhood, we will obviously go to our parents for any kind of help. When we don't know something, we just go to them because we think that mom and dad, they know everything. Somehow, like, when I see my son, I feel that because whenever he's not able to do something, he just directly comes to me and he'll say, Mom, why are you not doing it? Why can't you do it? He'll just ask me. So for us, you are like that. So when we meet you, why can't we come with problems to you? That is my only question, Mahadev. Like,
amazing. I think you should be having any other questions also. I think like you asked 2-3 questions to me in the week. And I told you that just wait till Wednesday so that everybody gets the answer.
This was the major question I had.
This was a major question.
Yeah. In the
So
sense,
does it
when we consider he is everything to us, like you are everything to us, you are the mom, you are dad, you are everything, and you are capable of everything, then why can't we come for solutions for our
okay?
problems? Why can't we ask you? Because when we are in some situation, we don't know how to get out of it, or we just wanted some solace. The first contact would be to our parents. And when a guru enters our life, probably every relation is replaced by just guru. So why can't we come to you for any solution? Yeah.
Okay.
To share anything, to ask anything, to actually be ourselves. You are the only destination, right? Like, we can be truly ourselves. We don't have to cover up anything. We don't have to do anything extra.
Okay.
We just can be ourselves. So why can't we? That's my question.
Okay. So amazing question. So you have taken time to ask the question. So I will take time to answer you then. Okay.
Okay, Mahadev.
So is it really a question that any other people have, or it is just Deepika ji ki inke man mein ye khayal aa raha hai? Because the last time when I went with the statement that you go to the temple but you don't meet God, you meet your own problems, you meet your own issues, you meet your own anger, you meet your own.
I think that's where we become the child and we just outburst, we just cry.
So I will be taking it in many folds. Okay. First
Can I mute
statement-
myself, Mahadev? Can I mute?
Yeah, sure. Now, I'm going to give one statement. That statement is enough, but I will not leave you with that one statement because I will tell you something beyond that also. The question was, you said that last Sunday, I told that you don't meet God, you meet your own problems, own issues. And that is where the question arose within you. My answer to that is very simple. You should go to them with problem, but not sit with your problem. You should sit with him. समझ में आया? आप अपने तकलीफों को लेके जाओ, लेकिन तकलीफों को लेके मत बैठो, उसको लेके बैठो, तकलीफें अपने आप जाएंगी। नहीं, आप तकलीफों को लेके जाते हो और बैठते भी तकलीफों के साथ हो। यू गो विथ योर प्रॉब्लम्स एंड यू सिट विथ योर प्रॉब्लम्स, यू डोंट sit with the divine. I say go with problems, but don't sit with your problems, sit with the divine. क्यों विद्या जी? अच्छा, दूसरा, it's a very old story. Deepika ji actually hit it at the right time, so I remember that story now. Aliva ji, ready? So, Ashwin ji, it's an old, very old story. Many people might have heard it, and you are too old to hear that actually. So let me try to add a little humor to that so that everybody understands that. Is okay, na, Sudha ji? A little bit of humor works. Good. So there were two monks. One looked like Pranit, another looked like Ashwinji. So both, they were in a monastery. So there are certain rules in a monastery, right? Those who have visited monastery, you might have known. Shiva Guruji, have you been into any such place? If you have been into any ashrams, there are certain rules you know, right? So in this monastery, there was one particular thing that they used to do every single day. Apart from regular meditation, ध्यान करने के अलावा भी, मतलब बैठ के ध्यान करने के अलावा भी, they asked the monks to do walking meditation as well, so that their legs are also fit, not by just sitting and they have problems in their legs. So walking in the garden and doing meditation. So there were two specific monks. So these two were very close friends. But both have one habit. Both like smoking. But you see, both like smoking, cigarette peene ki aadat thi, but they have become newly, they have been into the ashram. So they thought, what is the way out? Smoking kaise kiya jaye? How will the head monk allow us to smoke? Then one was very intelligent. I don't know which one, Ashwinji or Pranit. One was very intelligent. So he said, let's find out a way. You both can decide who was that. So they thought that let's do one thing. Let us go and ask. If he says yes, our work is done. If he says no, we will accept the way it is. Because anyway, we have come into the ashram now. And then he said, let us not go together. हम दोनों साथ में नहीं जाएंगे, अलग अलग जाएंगे और वही सवाल पूछेंगे. Okay, fine, go ahead. Because when they walk in the garden. It's an open place. So they went to the head monk. Pehla gaya. Who went first? Ashwinji or Pranit? So whoever. Okay, so Ashwinji raised his hand, so he went first. When he went and he asked the head monk that I want to smoke, the head monk said no. Then Pranit went, the second one. And the monk said yes. The head monk said, yes, you can smoke. Now, when both the monks met outside, one was very sad, one was very happy. The sad person is asking, why are you so happy? The other person is asking, why are you so sad? He said, I asked and he denied. And the other says, I asked and he said yes. Then he said, is that fellow mad or what? How is it so? Then he said, what did you ask? Now listen to this very carefully. Deepika ji, isse bhi bade dhyan se sunna. The second one asked, what did you ask? He said, I asked, can I smoke while meditating? Can you smoke while meditating? If you are the head teacher, will you? Can I meditate? And the other one said, can I meditate while smoking? कुछ गलत है इसमें? एक ने कहा कि मैं मेडिटेशन करते हुए स्मोक कर सकता हूं क्या? None of you will agree to that. आप कहोगे मेडिटेशन के समय कैसे सिगरेट फूंक सकते हो? But the other one said, can I meditate while smoking? क्या मैं सिगरेट फूंकने के समय भी मेडिटेशन कर सकता हूं? कोई मना करेगा आप में से? So that's how it is. Question पूछने का भी तरीका आना चाहिए आपको. If you ask the right questions, the right answers appear. And now, coming back to the first statement that I said, whenever you go to anyone, whoever you find, it's your parents or your guru or any god that you believe in, when you go and sit and tell them your problem once, right? Let's say, Deepika ji, you went to your mother, Saroja ji ke paas jate ho aap. Why do you go and ask a question to her? Because you know she will find a solution for you. Unke paas kuch na kuch uttar hoga uska, right? Now when you go there and you sit in front of her, do you bug her with your question or you ask the question and wait for the answer? क्या आप उन्हें पूछते जाते हो, उनको कुछ बोलने नहीं देते या उनको भी बोलने का मौका देते? Please unmute.
I'll allow her to talk first. I mean,
I'll
let her respond.
Talk? No, you're not allowing the divine to talk because you are lost in your problem. And that's why I said that whenever you go to the temple, you go to anyone who you believe in, you actually don't believe them. You believe more in your problems rather than to whom you have gone. आपको अपने परेशानी पे ज्यादा भरोसा है ना कि उसके ऊपर जिसके पास जाके बैठे हो, क्योंकि अगर आपको उसके ऊपर भरोसा है तो आपके बैठ जाने से आपका काम हो जाना चाहिए. If you just go, just in order to end this physical world, you want to speak once and sit silently. You remember Ahalya, right? Ahalya just sat. She told once. The humans have put a pointer on me that I am not right. Now the God has to come to prove that I am. समझ में आ रहा है? लेकिन वो बैठ के ये नहीं बोली कि जल्दी आओ, देखो ये लोग क्या कह रहे हैं. She didn't say that. She said, if I am having the right kind of connection with you, even I utter my word, you know it. And if at all I still want to communicate, let me tell you once. But my once is enough because I have more belief and faith in you rather than my problems. Rajan ji, there is a saying, na? Don't tell God how big your problems are. Tell your problems how big your God is. अपने तकलीफों को ये मत बताओ, अपने भगवान को ये मत बताओ कि तकलीफें कितनी बड़ी है. अपने तकलीफों को बता दो कि मेरा भगवान कितना बड़ा है. अगर ये समझ में आ गया. So Deepika ji, was I correct in my statement or I was wrong?
Yes, Mahadev, like my interpretation was a little different.
Absolutely.
I thought we are not supposed to say, tell our problems. I didn't expect that. Okay.
So when you go next time with any query, any issue to the divine, what will you do? क्या करोगे बताओ?
आपके पास आएंगे तो भूल ही जाएंगे, तो सवाल ही नहीं उठता क्या करते हैं. That's another thing.
So हमको वरदान मिला है दीपिका जी, जैसे बाली को मिला था. We are also given with so much of boon कि जो भी आपके सामने आएगा उसके आधा बल खत्म हो जाएगा. वैसे ही आप मेरे सामने आते हैं, आपका आधा सवाल खत्म हो जाता है.
Yes, Mahadev.
और अगर कोई थोड़े कमजोर का है तो उसका पूरा सवाल ही गायब हो जाता है. That there is no question to ask. So now there are interpretations that has been taken it so very typically and so very wrong, Deepika ji. It is good. Do you realize now why I asked you to ask this question, so that everybody gets a clarity out of it?
Maybe I was the only one who got it wrong, so that's fine.
No. Now ask everybody. Ashwin ji. So everybody got the way you got it actually. So now, let me tell you one more thing that has been taken in a very wrong way. ये सुधा जी का बड़ा मतलब मानने वाला डायलॉग है ये. She likes this very well. ये सुधा जी गायब हो गए कहीं पे. Okay, still let me continue. Anyways, there is a saying, Aditi ji, गुरु गोविंद दोनों खड़े काके लागो पाए, बलिहारी गुरु आपनो गोविंद दियो बताए. Anybody, any one of you can tell me what is the meaning of this? Anyone? I can see Deepika ji, Vidya ji and Suma ji already raised their hand. Anybody in the room? Yeah, Deepika ji.
No, I have raised this before.
I got it. तो जनेश जी ने हाथ उठाया है, तो उनसे पूछते हैं कि इसका मतलब क्या है. और देखो इसका मतलब अगर आज सही समझ ले, you should get the core to it today. You'll get so amazing answer for this. So Janesh ji, please unmute. Deepika ji, I'm muting for a moment.
Yes.
प्रणाम
Janesh ji.
गुरुदेव.
तो क्या कहता है? गुरु गोविंद दोनों खड़े, कबीर का दोहा है ना. गुरु गोविंद दोनों खड़े काके लागो पाए, बलिहारी गुरु आपनो गोविंद दियो बताए. उसका मतलब क्या है?
इसका मतलब ये है कि जब गुरु और गोविंद दोनों अगर मेरे सामने खड़े हैं, तो मैं सबसे पहले किसके पैर पड़ूं?
किसके पैर पड़ूं?
अगर मैं गोविंद के पैर पड़ता हूं, तो मुझे पता है कि ये गोविंद है, इसके लिए उसके पैर पड़ता हूं, क्योंकि वो तो भगवान है. लेकिन अगर गुरु न रहता तो मुझे कैसे पता कि ये गोविंद है?
वेरी गुड.
तो गुरु ने मेरे को जो ज्ञान दिया, जिसकी वजह से आज मैं गोविंद को देख पा रहा हूं, और मेरे सामने गोविंद खड़े हैं गुरु कृपा से. मेरी कोई नहीं है कोई हस्ती इसमें. तो मैं पहले गुरु को ही पैर पड़ूंगा, क्योंकि गुरुदेव आपके पैर पड़ता हूं, क्योंकि गोविंद आपने मिलाया.
वेरी गुड. लेकिन जनेश जी, अक्सर इसे किस तरीके से समझाया जाता है जानते हो आप?
हाँ, गलत तरीके से.
गुरु गोविंद दोनों खड़े काके लागो पाए, बलिहारी गुरु आपनो गोविंद दियो बताए. लोगों को लगता है कि गोविंद कह रहे हैं कि गुरु के पैर पहले कदम पड़ो.
परफेक्ट.
प्लीज टच द फीट ऑफ योर गुरु फर्स्ट. नो, that was not the right statement. But many people have taken it onto them. You see, God has told to touch my feet first. No. जैसे जनेश जी ने कहा, it is not that Govind is saying to touch the feet of Guru. You are touching the feet of Guru, जिसने गोविंद को बता दिया. The person who made you to introduce to that Almighty. That is what it meant. And that's where, Janesh ji, opinions are not religion. Realization is religion.
Absolutely.
It's not opinion. But we have seen many things that have cropped up by opinions only. And that's not religion. मेरे हिसाब से realization is religion.
गुरुदेव, इसकी वजह ये भी हो सकती है ना, क्योंकि मेरी जो पात्रता है, मैं मेरी पात्रता से ज्यादा तो जल ग्रहण करूं नहीं, लेकिन जल तो मेरे पास है, तो मेरा अहंकार जो जल का है कि मेरे पास जल है, ये तो कहीं नहीं जाएगा। ये तो प्रकृति ने सबको दिया है। तो वो जल का ही ओपिनियन है, इसीलिए वो तरल है कि हमेशा बदलते रहता है।
So, what did you realize about going to your gods with problem or guru with a problem? It's very simple. It's not that you should not go. So, Janesh ji, मैं आपके पास फिर वापस आऊंगा. So, let me close down on Deepika ji. So, Deepika ji.
Mahadev.
So, you are clear on what you asked?
Huh. Yes, Mahadev.
So, will you go with problems or not?
I will go, but I'll not sit with them. Because problems are also a part of me, because I mean, they are with me, right, always. So,
See,
but I'll not sit with them. I'll
if
sit
you have
with God.
accepted that problem is part of you,
Hmm.
solution
Then-
is also part of you then.
Okay.
You cannot say that I am part of the problem and not part of the solution, because the day has a part of night in it and the night has a part of day in it. The problem has a seed of solution in it and a solution has a seed of problem in it. एक दोस्त में एक दुश्मन छिपा है और एक दुश्मन में भी एक दोस्त. If you are ready to learn, you can learn more from an enemy rather than a friend. Yes or no?
Yes.
So that's why if you have accepted that you have some problems, then accept that you also have the solution to you.
Okay.
So, done?
I don't remember any other ones, Mahadev.
So go and see, check your chat box. So in the meantime, I will move to Vidya ji, and if you have any other question, you can raise your hand again.
Okay, Mahadev. I remember I asked one more thing, like you always tell us to accept us that we are Shiva, we are God, right? So accepting with mind would be sufficient, or how is it? That was the question I asked. I remember only that.
Accepting with the mind that you are Shiva is enough or not? And I answered you in one statement.
Yes, Mahadev.
Alivaji, I just told one statement to her. I said, entering into the main gate itself is entering into the property. Are you getting that? कि अगर मेन गेट के अंदर चले गए तो इसका मतलब प्रॉपर्टी में चले गए. That's how it is. If you have understood it through mind, the mind itself is the hurdle. If you have crossed that gate, that means you are already entering into that space of Shiva. And if you are not able to transcend that, you are not able to cross beyond that, how will you? So it begins there. And of course,
I had this question since long time, Mahadev. Probably I never asked.
You should have
Like,
asked, and one statement
you always
would have
say,
liberated you.
You always ask us to realize that we are God. Like, I always used to think, what's the whole process about it? Like, if I think with my mind, because Mahadev, I don't know if it is relevant to ask or not. I'm sorry if I'm asking a wrong question, but question bhi aapke, answers bhi aapke, so I'm asking it. I have seen, like, in the news, we see so many things, no, Mahadev. Like, I think probably in the last year or so, there was I'm feeling uncomfortable to even ask that. There were two parents who killed their kids in the name of spirituality or whatsoever in Andhra Pradesh. So, like,
Two girls,
does
right?
it really make people? Yes, Mahadev. Yes. So, does it really make people crazy if we just have the thought and we don't realize? So that was my big concern. Like,
Absolutely
if people just
amazing.
think they are,
Amazing
is that the
question.
solution?
It's a great question, Deepika ji. Why this happens, right?
Yes.
You know, we all have 3 gunas. What are the 3 gunas? 3 gun
Satya,
kya hai?
Rajas, Tamo.
Satya, Rajas,
Rajas, Tamo.
Tamas में भी it is again distributed. देव योनि का होता है, मनुष्य योनि का होता है, राक्षस योनि का होता है. सो तमस में भी शिव है, तमस में भी परशुराम भी है, और तमस में राक्षस भी है. Now Deepika ji, just tell me which kind of mentality will even tell you to kill your own people? Will a god tell that?
No, it would never happen. That's what Mahadev,
Even
like
a human?
when
Even a human?
when something wrong happens in name of Shiva, then
It has never happened in the name of Shiva, Deepika ji.
I mean, they claimed it like that. That's what I mean, Mahadev. It's not like
No, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you
Huh.
why they claimed in the name of Shiva. They claimed it in the name of Shiva because they don't knew whom they are worshipping.
Okay.
If you are doing demonic activities, what is black magic? Black magic is not of Shiva.
Yeah.
So that demonic kind of processes that these people do, you see, how many times it has happened that you have met a person and after talking to them sometime, you also speak like them. At least you pick up a 1, 2, 3 words from them and you also use the same words.
Yes.
Everyone? You just speak to them for some time and suddenly you pick up one particular word and after 4 days you are speaking the same word and you say, how am I saying the same word? It's the influence that they have created on you, right? Similarly, if you are always doing a puja of a demonic practices or demonic energy, what kind of thoughts will appear into you? And are demons worshipped by majority of the people? No, right?
No.
But everyone, do you know like how these people get powers? I'm not talking of Shiva and I'm not talking about the Tridev. I'm talking about the Devatas and the Danavas. Devatas और Danavas की शक्ति कहाँ से आती है? ये जानते हो कोई? Anyone knows that? You don't know that? Then tell me where you get the energy from for working every day. आपकी ऊर्जा कहाँ से आती है? Yes, Suma ji. We get our energy from food. Yes or no?
Yes.
From energy. If I don't eat for 5 days, won't I become weak? It happens. That means your energy is coming from food. देवताओं का जो होता है, that goes through यज्ञस. राक्षसों का जो होता है, उसकी विधि अलग होती है.
Okay.
Will you believe that any god will tell that give me human blood? Then only.
No, Mahadev. Like we don't believe in that. The problem is
practices, and especially if you are dealing with any kind of bali or blood, it is only because you want to achieve some siddhis. You want to achieve some powers. To achieve Shiva, you don't need anything.
My only question was that, like, I mean, I had this confusion. I think you cleared this many times before also. Like when something wrong happens in his name, why is he still quiet? But before you told us that they are also his.
So you say like he's sitting quietly, that's what you are asking?
Not like that, Mahadev, but I have seen like people started writing so many articles about Sadhguru and even Art of Living Ravi Shankar Garu, everyone, like they started blaming each and every guru in the name of that incident, saying that these people have brainwashed so many people. I mean, I don't say that we will get influenced by such articles, but sometimes when we want to express our true feelings towards a guru, or if we want to tell that there is a supreme power, even though we believe, if we say it strongly outside, people start taking out those references and they start to brainwash us in the other way.
Deepika ji,
So, yes, Mahadev.
so Deepika ji, do you really want to have those kind of people in a spiritual world who don't even know themselves? Actually, who is doing a brainwash here? Ask them. You are writing articles on articles. So I think you are doing a brainwash, not me.
Yeah.
You are making everything a breaking news, but we don't make any news a breaking news. We only make constructive news. And of course, that is where, Deepika ji, we should be very, very careful. Where, with whom are we associating? Anyone who just wears a mala is not just a saint. Be careful with that.
Yeah.
So before you sit, before you talk, before you understand something, know very well what you are dealing with. And if you realize that part, are you not intelligent enough that you can make out whether this person who is speaking the truth or is just telling you stories? If you are not grown up to that level, then even you are not ready for spirituality, let alone other brainwashing that we are talking. What is spirituality? Spirituality is when you have grown beyond this world. Now you are thinking that there is something beyond me. And now you're searching. If you're searching that, can't you look at a person and know whether what he is saying and what he is doing means, is the audio video matching or not, at least?
It doesn't.
इतना तो समझ में आना चाहिए ना? So take time. Question everything. Question everything until you realize that, okay, am I dealing with the right person or not? And if you are not dealing with the right person, you have all the right to leave it that very moment.
Yeah.
So the people, those who did that, it's ignorance, nothing else. And do you think any spiritually evolved soul will guide you to do all that? No.
No, Mahadev.
That is not required. You know something called as...
then why do such highly educated people get attracted to such kind of things? Like, I mean, they would have learned so many things.
Power.
Okay.
There are only two things that people always want: money, power. The Shakti of this world is these two things only. Why do you think so many people are fighting to sit on one chair? What could be the reason? So they are trying to buy that through money, advertisement, and obviously there are certainly good people, those who are really worked hard and reached there.
Yeah.
And there are other people, those who want to find a shortcut through yantras, mantras and jantras and all those things. Now, when I speak, do you want to learn Mohini Vidya? Means you speak and everybody listens to you and whatever you say just happens. Many people will, even if you don't tell, there will be an urge within you. Is it really possible? Then what happens? Then that seed starts growing within you. Now you are thinking, if I learn this.
No, Mahadeva, I'm not. I'm really not thinking.
I'm just talking on a general ground, Deepika ji.
Okay, Mahadev.
So are you understanding how it is working? People in that case, what were they doing? She said that I am going to kill her and then I am going to bring her back into life. Yahi hua tha na? Yes, this is what happened. So that means she wants to get the power of bringing the dead back. ये शक्ति किसके पास है? दो लोग हैं जिसके पास है. There are only two people, those who have this Vidya with them. One is Shiva. Second is the guru of the demons, Shukracharya.
Oh.
So where do you think they have gone?
Hmm.
And as I was asking, if you need your energy, you need food. For their energy, they need yagyas and balis.
Okay.
So if, let's say, I am a demon, what I'll be searching for? I'll be searching for blood. And no one is giving to me. But if one person gives that to me, what will I do? I'll say, whatever you want, let's give it to you. But you know, there is only one difference between a Devata and a Danav. Both are powerful than humans. Right? देवता और दानव दोनों शक्तिशाली होते हैं, लेकिन दानव देने के समय नहीं सोचता ये आपकी भलाई है या बुराई. देवता देने के समय सोचता है ये तुम्हारा भलाई होगा या बुराई. Only difference. The demons don't think while giving you boons whether you kill yourself or whatever you want to do. You asked, you gave. But the gods will only see what is good for you and they will give it to you. That's the difference. But some people are too obsessive, compulsive. They said, I don't know, but I want this Shakti, I want this power. That's it. So what will you do? You go to the wrong path. And in that wrong path, what happens? You get killed.
Okay.
So that's where this is what happened. No, like many wrong things have cropped up. So many wrong things have cropped up into spirituality. And what are we trying to do here? We are just trying to simplify any questions that you have so that you people don't get into such rut. वैसे चीजों के अंदर ही मत जाओ. Okay?
Okay, Mahadev. Sorry, I mean, that question just surfaced.
No. Again, if you are asking sorry, that means you didn't wanted an answer for this.
No, I wanted an answer for it.
So, if you have asked the question, you say everything should be questioned. Everything should be brought under microscope. I won't feel bad if you want to bring me under microscope also. Because you should know with whom you are dealing with. Right? So, every Wednesday I do actually come under microscope, Revati ji. I sit here with a pinhole camera out there and people come and question and ask like whether he's really knowing or just... I also try my best.
Oh my God.
Okay, Deepika ji?
These were not the type of questions, Mahadev. I really had these questions. I didn't want to test you.
Oh my God, I'm not telling you. I'm just... you people don't get my jokes.
I got it. That's why I'm laughing. And again, I'm clarifying both.
Oh. So, मतलब वो बता भी रहे हो और पूछ भी रहे हो. Very good. So that's it, Deepika ji.
Thank you so much, Mahadev.
No?
Nahi, Mahadev. Thank you so much.
Now Vidya ji has a tough question for me. Let's attend that. Maths teacher. Okay. So Vidya ji.
प्रणाम गुरुदेव.
प्रणाम.
टफ क्वेश्चन नहीं है, थोड़ा सा ऐसे मन में बार बार क्वेश्चन आ रहा है कि आई एम ऑब्जर्विंग माई सेल्फ फ्रॉम लास्ट 3 to 4 months while dealing with the relationships.
Okay.
जो स्टार्टिंग में आई थिंक बिफोर 5 months or 6 months आई गेट हर्टेड. इसने ये बोला है, why he behave like with me, मैं तो इतने अच्छे से बिहेव करती हूँ, फिर भी मुझसे ये ऐसे क्यों बात कर रहा है. तो फिर अगेन मैं उसको जाती थी, बोलती थी ऐसा मत कर, ये मत कर, वो मत कर. और अभी किसी ने बोला भी ऐसे लेट इट बी, जिसको जो करना है वो करो, मुझे कुछ फर्क ही नहीं पड़ रहा है. सो ये ऐसे मुझे लग रहा है कि ये व्हेन आई इंट्रोस्पेक्ट माई सेल्फ, अगर अकेले में कभी ऐसे मन में ख्याल आता है तो मेरे अंदर एटीट्यूड तो नहीं ना आ रहा है, ऐसा डर लगता है.
I think like you are moving from a bad attitude to a good attitude. So what is the problem?
किसी ने कंप्लेन नहीं किया है, इट इज माय इंट्रोस्पेक्ट ओनली कि ऐसे
Okay.
अच्छा है बुरा है ये पता नहीं है, कोई आर्गुमेंट नहीं कर रहा इसलिए मैं आगे जा रही हूँ, या इट्स गुड, गुड, कोई नहीं कुछ बोल रहा है.
Very good, Vidya ji. You know, this Sunday I'm going to talk on a very absolutely amazing topic. You all are going to love that. The name of the topic itself, when I said to Hari Bhai said, "Arey bhai, ye kaisa hai?" And I spoke with him over phone for 45 minutes about that one single line. So this time, this Sunday, we are going to have a satsang. Naam bata do? Is it okay? हाँ. So that name, topic of the satsang is going to be मेरा मन खिलौनों की दुकान.
सच में ये हो रहा है.
My thought is a toy store. मेरा मन खिलौनों की दुकान. And this is going to be such an amazing satsang. You हंस के तो मरी जाओगे.
क्वेश्चन पूछते टाइम में मुझे हंसी आ रही थी, पता नहीं लेकिन वो हो रहा है.
And you won't believe, Vidya ji, I have written an entire write-up on that now. This one single sentence came and I decided, Ashwin ji, कि मैं इसके ऊपर सत्संग करने वाला हूँ. Sunday. Yes, Aparao ji, Sunday is the day. So when we open the toy store, खिलौनों की दुकान को खोलते हैं उस दिन. And you will be so amazed. And literally, too much is very bad, I think. Too much of sugar also brings up the blood sugars, not required. But Vidya ji, I'm going to talk about that, what you are asking. So when you say that earlier, majority of the people, those who are here, they must have seen this one change at least. You are not the same person who you were earlier, or else just some points like this might be a kilometer away and you jumped out of anger. Now somebody is trying to enter into your mind and still trouble you, and you say, "Hush, I don't care." This is in true sense what I call as moving in spirituality, advancing in spirituality. The first and foremost quality that you will realize, that you are no more taken away or blown away or thrown away by reactions of other people. You have started having one control over your own self. How many times it has happened that you are laughing at your own self that you were?
Yeah, 5 or 10 times.
So stability is coming within or not. स्थिरता आना बहुत जरूरी है. Why? Because or else the mind is just roaming here, there, everywhere, and it's just going on. But now you are able to. Can you tell me you are actually controlling your mind, or you are just become something that your mind is controlled on its own?
Mind is controlling its own self.
This is beauty. If you run behind to catch hold of your mind, you will never do that. You remember the story of the deer? अच्छा तो तू मुझे मारना चाहता है, so you want to kill me. The moment you try to hold it, it knows it will jump away from some other place. But while into spirituality, while you are talking, while it is not about the talks are the indications. What are the indications? The indication is realize who you are. That's what I said. No, religion is not. Religion takes you to realization. That's a true religion. Now, there was one particular person who later on became a very wonderful, well-known guru. He went to Kashi, he went to everywhere, did jap, everything, but he was not able to find who am I. उसे पता नहीं चल रहा था कि मैं actually ढूंढ क्या रहा हूं. Then finally, when he met his guru, you know what happened? His guru was blind. और हम कहते हैं अंधा क्या रास्ता दिखाए. His guru was blind and he went and knocked on the door. The guru was sitting inside and he asked, "Kaun hai? Who are you?" He said, "That is my question. That is my quest. I don't know who I am." and he became his guru and he taught him. And later on, he became such a realized being. So what are we doing here? I'm just knocking on your doors. What is happening? Then I said, come on, realize who you are, awake. And in your awakening, you will see everything becomes beautiful. Because of our ignorance, कितने बार हुआ है, कभी रास्ते में चल के जाते होगे, हुआ होगा सबके साथ. Might be the people in US might be blessed. Has it happened to anyone? See, I'm going off the topic, but a very typical way of understanding it. Has it happened to any one of you while just coming out of your car or walking on the street without knowing, you're looking here and there and you somehow put your leg on some shit? हुआ है? गोबर के ऊपर पैर गिरा. गोबर है तो भी ठीक है, बाकी कुछ चीजें भी पड़ी रहती है वहां पे और पैर गिरता है उसके ऊपर. हुआ कि नहीं हुआ विद्या जी? Now tell me, knowingly will you do that? No, right? So what was the reason for you putting your leg on that? Was it because your leg was there or the shit was there, or it was because you were not aware that you are putting your leg on the shit, your leg got on the shit? क्या था?
Not aware.
So you were not aware. So what is the issue here? You go into the shit of life because you are not aware. Knowingly, none of us want to be angry. Knowingly, none of us want to be sad. Knowingly, none of us want to be worried. कोई है जो आप में से अशांत रहना चाहता है, कोई भी है जो दुखी रहना चाहता है, कोई भी है जो हरदम गुस्सा करना चाहता है. Anyone in this room? No, right? But how are you getting all those things? Your ignorance. But in spirituality, when you are sitting here understanding all this, what is happening? You are awakening, you are realizing that there is a shit, I should not go there. What is the shit in life? You know. So ये problem है, मुझे वहां नहीं जाना है. Now you are aware. And now, once you have stepped on the shit, also something amazing happens. If you have never stepped on the shit, you don't know how you feel. But if you have stepped on once on it, every time you walk on the street, you will be aware. Have you stepped on enough shit now in life? Then become aware. Become so aware that you will never ever step on that again. Make sense? जीवन यही है. रोजमर्रा की जिंदगी हमें रोज सिखाती है, लेकिन हम थोड़े अकड़ू स्टूडेंट्स हैं. We don't want to
self-love.
What about?
Self-love.
I didn't get it. What about?
Self-love.
Self-love. You know, you can be looking at others and you say, you are the most beautiful person I have ever met. You are the most beautiful being I have ever met. But if I give you a photograph of groups, you will search yourself first.
Yes.
Hello.
That's happened.
अगर ग्रुप में वर्ल्ड की जो सबसे सुंदर जो है, अगर उनका फोटो है और आप उसी ग्रुप में हो, पहले आप उसको नहीं देखोगे, पहले अपने आप को ढूंढोगे. This is called a self-love. What is self-love? It is not obsession. Obsession हो गया तो प्रॉब्लम होता है. Anything more than requirement is obsession, is poison.
Right.
हाँ. When you only think about me, and me, that is obsession. But self-love is, understand this, giving yourself a little bit priority than others. That is self-love. Why should you give a little bit priority to yourself? Acha, have you all traveled in the flight or not? Shiva Guruji. So when you travel in flight, there is a process, na Sumaji? They come, somebody comes and they say, put the belt like this, open it this way, flap open. There is a very beautiful thing that they tell also. They say, if there is a pressure and there is a low pressure and oxygen is not there, the mask will fall, right?
Yeah.
But before putting it to anybody else, first you should wear it. This is self-love. Kyunki if I am not alive, how can I help somebody else? So you should be, first you should breathe. And if you are breathing, you can help others. If you are not breathing, you will be a part of the chaos. Yes or no?
Yes.
Let's say you are in a flight and oxygen is not there and you are trying to put the mask on everybody else, but there is no mask on your face. You are part of the chaos. That's is called as self-love. Self-love means giving yourself a little bit priority so that you can help others. Self-love ये नहीं कि नहीं बाकी सब मरे मैं ही जिया रहा हूं. Have they told that only you wear the mask, don't give it to others?
No.
Anytime while giving the announcement? Bhavani ji? No, right? So they say wear it and after that help others. What does that mean? Is it not a information about life? Absolutely, it's information about life. The only thing is life is telling you and not understanding it. The only thing is you are not aware to grasp that kind of wisdom that is being given. See, it can be a normal word and the same word can be a Bij mantra if you know the meaning of it. You know how to use that. So a simple thing, you might have traveled in a flight, I don't know how many times, but have you realized that part? No, right? But this time when you travel and they come and they tell you, they will say, this is enlightenment. You have been telling it on my face so many times, but I never realized. Now I am able to realize that, okay. So they are telling to have a little self-love about your own self. And love yourself, then help others. Because if you are miserable, you cannot make somebody else happy. Can you? If you are angry, can you cook a good food that day? Not possible. So self-love, happiness within, happiness outside. Anger within, anger everywhere. Because we don't spread happiness as fast as we spread anger. I have seen many people when they are कमलेंद्र जी, when जब तबीयत खराब होता है तो सबको बताते जाके तबीयत खराब हो गया, सर दुख रहा है, headache, pain, body pain, everybody, they tell everybody. But have you seen anyone coming and saying, wow, I'm feeling great today, amazing health? No. Why don't you advertise your great health also? No, you will not tell that. Only you are focused on problems. That's why your life is focused on problems. आपने अपने घड़ी का कांटा प्रॉब्लम नाम के कांटे के ऊपर लगा दिया है. I say rotate that. Can you see in my saying you are realizing that where you were and where are you now? Are you understanding that?
Yes.
समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं? This is the beauty of that. Realizing all these things and then laughing at your own foolishness. And that's how the thing that mattered you so much out there, now you laugh at it. And now let me hit it, the last bolt on that. Listen to this very carefully. I said you are laughing at your foolishness that you were doing at that time, right? But at that time, that thing was very important. Yes or no?
Yes.
The same life that you are cribbing at now, the day you realize yourself, you will laugh at it. समझ में आया? यही है. This is it. The faster you realize that, the better it is. What looks as the most toughest thing, most important thing now, down the line, few years, it doesn't matter. Will this matter, the problem that you go through in life? Will the hurt matter? Will the issues matter that people told you? किसी ने आपको अच्छा कहा, किसी ने बुरा कहा, किसी ने घर से फेंक दिया आपको, यही सब है ना? Will that matter? It is only mattering to you because you have not understood it yet. Remember your past you. The same thing was making you so troubled. Now the same thing is making you laugh. The thing that is happening as trouble to you now will make you laugh later. And I always say one thing, Vidyaji. Your life should not be only made of flowers. It should always be paved with thorns, so that nobody dares to pluck you out because you have thorns along with flowers. See, रास्ते पे घास है ना, grass, people step on that and walk. Nobody steps on a rose plant क्योंकि पता है इसमें कांटे भी है. You should be like that. Sage within, warrior outside. Now tell me, how should you live? You walking on the path of spirituality doesn't mean that everybody will come and dance on your head. No, understand Krishna. Krishna danced on the head of Vasuki. What does that mean? That problems of life will come to take you over. But you should know the art of dancing on that. So when the next problem comes, Bhavaniji, is it going to dance on your head? No, many times I have seen, actually your problems are dancing on your heads. But who should be dancing? If your problem is dancing on your head, you are not a true devotee of Krishna. If you are a true devotee of Krishna, a problem will never dance on your head. You should always be dancing on it. Yes or no, Vidya ji? समझ में आ गया? बाकी संडे मेरा मन
खिलौना,
खिलौनों का दुकान.
Yes.
So, thank you, Vidya ji. Thank you so much. Suma ji.
Deva, are you able to hear me?
Absolutely, we are.
Okay. Actually, this question I pinged you and then you asked me to ask in the question answer session last week.
Please go ahead with the question.
Yeah, so like people goes to people have different gurus and they go to the guru, and then if the guru is true, then they will be having so many experiences, and they may be with the guru for like 10 years or 12 years or 50 years or how many years. And then suddenly one day here two situations may happen. One situation is that the guru, he himself says them to go to a different guru. And second one, without his suggestion or anything, like they just go to a different guru and then they just surrender themselves to another guru and leaving this guru. So
okay.
Here actually the doubt is, are both ways correct? Or the first way is correct, because if you are under one guru, then without his permission, we are not supposed to go to another gurus, because in the Guru Charitra, that's what we read, like he leaves the guru and comes to Sri Guru, and then he suggests like you should not live like that. So, and then if the first case is fine, in the second case, will it come as a guru droha or something like that? Like we are deceiving the guru, or like it is a droham which we are doing to the guru, or like how to take these things? Because if someone asks us, then we have to give a proper reason.
Wow, it's an interesting question, huh? Right, Sajana ji? A very interesting question. Good. So, moving play from one place to another. See, you have a question when you are not a Avaduta. If you are a Avaduta, you will never have this question first itself. Because even Dattatreya, right? How many gurus?
He has actually everything is a guru for him. I think 24 gurus.
Yes. So did you realize that Avaduta will never have a problem having any number of gurus? These questions come to a person who is in this worldly thing, and why these things are mentioned in the Charitra. The reason why it is mentioned in the Charitra is, see, there is something called as a code of conduct. Because the people, those who have not entered into the path of spirituality in full depth, what happens is they tend to move from one place to another, one place to another, one place to another. So what happens in that case is they are not able to learn the complete thing. Right? So संपूर्णता से नहीं सीखते, इसीलिए क्या होता है, just let's say you went to ICSE for 2 years, then CBSE for 2 years, then state for 2 years, then again came back to ICSE, then again went back to CBSE, then went back to SSE again. Now, what kind of study will you do? Make sense? So until you have got that depth, they say study with one particular, and if you are changing, change once, so that you don't fail in the later half. Getting it or not? Now, but if you have changed and you continue shifting every 6 months, will you ever pass?
No.
No. Will you learn?
No.
No, your mind will always be thinking, I have to change, I have to change, I have to change. So in order to stop that, they said till 10th grade, we should be focusing on one study. But after 10th grade, what happens? Many options.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yes.
So because it is a higher is required. At the same time, Sumaji, you might have also seen some institutions where they have 10+2 as well.
Yeah.
Yes or no? There are.
CBSE.
So what happens to the student? Those who goes for from the first class itself, they are there till 10+2. And there are also universities in the same campus. What happens to those students? They even complete their graduation. And even there are universities where the masters and degrees and everything is available in the same campus. Now tell me, if you are a student and all the studies that you want to do is available at one place, will you hop around or it is okay to stay there?
Usually we
Because
stay there.
ultimate is I should be getting all these learnings. And if you are getting at one place itself and the best place, why should you change? You should not. But if you are not having 10+2, some people choose to stay at 10th only, so they don't move. And if you find that I am going to go beyond and where I am not having that, then I should search for the next. And now look at the teacher's perspective. You said ye guru droh hoga kya? Right? Yahi question tha na? Okay. Who is a true teacher? Who wants to see their students excel, or the one who wants to keep you in the 10th only?
No, excel.
Were your teachers happy when you were leaving the school? They were blessing you, or they said, no, even if you have passed, you should stay here only?
No, obviously they were blessing.
What will you call that kind of teacher who said, no, you cannot go anywhere, you should sit here only? That means he is not a teacher, he is obsessed. He is not interested in your growth. He is interested in having you. Absolutely. I don't wanted to take that name, Aparavji. So who is a true guru then? He will not stop you. He will guide you. If you are going on a wrong path, he will stop you. But he will never stop you if you are evolving to the higher levels of life. And what have we all said? I will be the most happiest the day you surpass me.
Yes.
Then I will be so happy that It was worth spending my time with you that you have even surpassed me. So, Guru Droh क्या होता है? That's a different story. It is not the statement of changing a guru. It is deceiving a guru. It is just like I deceiving a student. शिष्य द्रोह भी तो हो सकता है ना, खाली गुरु द्रोह क्यों? अगर मैं जानबूझ के आपको अंधेरे में रख रहा हूं, if I'm keeping you in darkness even after knowing, वो शिष्य द्रोह है. तो बताओ उसका फल भी मुझे मिलेगा नहीं मिलेगा? मिलना चाहिए. Second, I don't know but I tell that I know. ये शिष्य द्रोह है या नहीं है? अच्छा, और इजी से समझाता हूं. I am not good at maths, but I tell everyone I am very good at maths and I start taking tuition about maths. What will happen to the student? अश्विन जी, बच्चे का हाल क्या होगा? मुझे मैथमेटिक्स नहीं आता और मैं कहता हूं मैं दिग्गज हूं और मैं मैथ्स पढ़ाता हूं बच्चों का, रिजल्ट पता चल जाएगा. यस और नो? सो शिष्य द्रोह भी होता है. मीन्स व्हाट इज द्रोह? I not being true to what I am. And if the guru is true, he will say, you have found a right way, go.
Yeah.
कल के दिन, अच्छा एक बात बताओ, in this group there were more and more and more people in this group. How many people are there now? Very less, right? Have you seen me worried anytime? Why? It's very simple. See, if they have got that much from me and now they have excelled in their lives, may God bless you. If you have found something better than me, may God bless you. What else is required? मैंने तो पहले ही कह रखा है राजन जी, हमें भीड़ नहीं चाहिए. जितने कम लोग हैं उतने अच्छे से बात कर सकते हैं आपसे. I can talk to you. See, on Shivratri, you saw, Sudha ji, you people were able to sit with me for 10-15 minutes or not at that time. Even on the stage, everybody who was coming, I was giving 5 minutes of time to them or not? Yes. Now, अगर भीड़ होता तो? But we don't want too many people, but the people, those who are here, should be equivalent to too many. यहां जो है वो अनेक के बराबर होना चाहिए. एक कृष्ण की सेना, दूसरा कृष्ण. क्या चाहिए? दुर्योधन या अर्जुन? दुर्योधन हो तो सेना लेके जाओगे, जहां भीड़ है वहीं चले जाओगे. मर्जी आपकी. You know, Sumaji, when we started with 5 people, only 5 people, Shiva Guruji, I used to call them on Sundays. Let us meet. This went for 1.5 years. Rishi Bhai, he is there and he knows it. We used to meet at different places. And Rishi Bhai, can you unmute yourself? Please raise your hand once. I want to unmute you. I want to ask a question for a clarity. So please raise your hand so that I can unmute you once. Yeah. So Rishi Bhai, please unmute once. Just a second. Yeah. Unmute.
Manas bhai.
Rishi Bhai. Have I changed any way in which I deal with people?
Pardon me?
How I stopped giving people anything that we were giving at that time? Was I giving you less? when we were only 5 people.
No, no, no.
So that's how we are. It
Yes,
doesn't
yes,
matter. ऋषि भाई आपको तब भी याद होगा, मैंने आपको एक दिन कहा था, whether there is 1 person, 10 person,
Yes.
a lakh of people, or a 10 लाख
Yes.
लोग भी हो,
100%
my
true.
giving will never change.
और आप ये भी मतलब कि मतलब बोलते ना, हम लोग का जो भी अभी है only because of you, because Sunday ऐसा दिन रहता था कि everybody was in their own leisure mood. तो आपके हिसाब से सब जने मतलब कि आते थे और gradually spiritual line में जो जर्नी स्टार्ट की है, and what we are here today only because of you, because Sunday के दिन टाइम निकालना ये सब चीजों के लिए it was not actually होता ही नहीं था किसी से, but because of you only we transformed ourselves, making Sunday a beautiful one.
So Rishi bhai, I should be thankful to you for bearing me for 1.5 years. That was the only reason now these people are connected with us.
I am thankful to you for my transformation of life, my life, and see, because of our satsang, everybody has started joining it, and now it has become a big group, and it will grow into a bigger and bigger one. That is 100% sure about it.
But Rishi bhai, when I go to your house, I sit, I talk like this. When I'm sitting on this chair, I talk like this. If I am in a forest, I will talk like this. If I'm sitting on a rock, I will talk like this only.
Yeah, 100%
because these
true.
setups don't change me.
Actually, sometimes we are also surprised कि भाई महाराज भाई का देखो कैसे दिख रहे हैं मतलब. मीन्स ऑल बातचीत है यानी तो जो भी है आपका मतलब कि अलग ही रहता है मतलब के.
So thank you Rishi bhai. It's because of you,
thank you
5
so much.
people,
thank you so much.
that these वो पांडव के वजह से कृष्ण जाना गया, वही हाल है.
नहीं कृष्ण सारथी बना है मतलब कि तो सब रथ चल रहा है मतलब कि सबका रथ.
चलो, so thank you Rishi bhai. It had been a long time to talk to you over this. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So Suma ji, विद्रोह द्रोह खत्म, got clarity?
I don't have any issue with this, Deva. I am 100% okay. And I was actually, when some people ask me, I was giving the same reason. Like if you are studying, then you don't sit in the high school or like you don't stop the studies in the middle. You go till the end. So this is also similar like that. But I just don't want it to be my word. I want it to come from you so that it can be more. It will be more powerful if it is coming from you.
मेरा मन खिलौनों का दुकान पक्का आएगा ये. You will get all your answers. You know how you are fooling yourself. You will get so many answers on that.
So no, sometimes it is like we just don't want our ego to come first while answering some questions.
Okay. On Sunday, I'm going to open that Pandora's box. You see what happens.
Okay.
And now you all people will laugh at your own self. मेरे ऊपर नहीं हंसोगे, अपने ऊपर हंसोगे.
Maybe we are laughing at ourselves only there.
So you are.
I just want, because sometimes it is like they say, like if you put a tirth in shank, then only it will be tirth. Otherwise, it's just like a water. So similarly, some things should come from some people. Then only they will have that much weightage. Otherwise, it will not be of that much weightage. So I just wanted to get this answer from you so that anytime anyone asks, we can give them with much clarity and with more confidence, like without any doubt.
So can you see, Sudhaji, she's not asking to get answers. She's asking so that she can tell.
No, Deva, it's not like that. But because we were looked as like mad people, so many times people have called me mad also, like when we were talking about spirituality or anything. And most of the time I used to keep quiet, but after...
Sumaji, we have anyways declared we are mad gods. So what's the problem? Dunya kahe to they are only saying, okay, whatever you are saying is right.
That's true.
Okay, so this is for Sunday. I'll not spill it.
Okay, then. So whatever, if there is anything, just sorry, pardon me if I did any mistake by asking like this. I don't know.
Nothing mistake. See, if that was the condition, I would have come up with a very new strategy. I will say nobody is allowed to ask questions. What you have to do is you have to send your questions and I will select the questions which I want to answer. Anywhere we have done that in the last 69 episodes.
No.
We don't say that you send me the question and I will answer you whichever I like. No. I say whatever you ask. That should be the real test, na? That the student who has already been given a question paper or the one who has not been. अच्छा student कौन है? झांसी जी.
We are not testing you, Deva. We are testing ourselves.
No. You are not testing me, but I am testing myself through you. पता तो चले कि कितना ज्ञान है.
I don't know.
Is it really knowing or it is just thinking that it knows? And through you, it is realizing that no, it knows something. It's all your Maya.
Actually, I feel like getting these type of questions is also your Maya only, Deva.
So you or me are different then.
I don't even know what to say anything now.
Gone. Killed. So you only think that you are asking and I'm answering and you are saying my Maya and I'm saying your Maya. That means we are two different entities.
No, we are one in two different bodies.
So who is asking, who is answering? I don't know, Shiva Guruji. At times you come up with questions. We think it is a tough question, but later on it becomes so beautiful.
For you, everything is an easy question, Deva. For us,
I
everything
am
is
a good sculptor, you see. The sculptor doesn't matter. He's chiseling on ice or stone. Only thing that it is known is if you give him liquid, if you give him stone, whatever you give him, he can only make it beautiful. And I know only one thing. I can make your questions appear beautiful.
That is true.
Not my answers. My answers have no entity without your questions. So thank you for asking. अब मान लो आप ही की माया है. Okay, so I will move on to next Kamlender ji. Oh. Just a second, Kamlender ji. Yes, please unmute.
प्रणाम गुरुदेव.
प्रणाम.
मेरे को ये कुछ शब्द जो हैं इंग्लिश के ये जरा परेशान करते हैं.
Oh wow.
रियलाइजेशन,
हिंदी में ढूंढ सकते
सेल्फ रियलाइजेशन, सेल्फ रियलाइजेशन, एनलाइटनमेंट, ये सब चीजें मेरी समझ में नहीं आ रही हैं.
अच्छा.
मेरे को क्या है, अभी जो मैं खुद महसूस करता हूँ कि अभी जैसे आपने एकदम वो बीच में आवाज नाम लिया ना मेरा, जब विद्या जी का आप जब वो दे रहे थे, मेरे को क्या फील हो रहा था उस पीरियड में, मैं तो एक अलग ही उसमें बैठा था रेल में. ऐसा लग रहा था कि एक बहुत इस पूरे इसके कहीं पे इतने से हिस्से में कहीं पे ये सब चीजें चल रही हैं. मैं एक अलग ही उसमें पहुंच जाता हूँ. और ये अब क्या है, दिन में काफी ज्यादा होने लगा है. जैसे कोई डिस्कशन भी चल रहा है ऑफिस में, तो उसमें सब जगह यही लगता है कि यहाँ से भी मैं ही जवाब दे रहा हूँ, यहाँ से भी मैं ही जवाब दे रहा हूँ, यहाँ से भी मेरा ही उसमें से निकल के आ रहा है.
So you should give it a new name then.
I don't know. Well,
because you see the same kind, निर्वाण, मोक्ष, फिर तर जाना, फिर मुक्त हो जाना, मोक्ष की प्राप्ति, ये सब इतने नाम क्यों हैं? Because the people, those who experienced those, they were not able to understand it by the name, but the word that they were able to express it, they expressed it in that word.
Okay.
अब बुद्ध ने कहा कि निर्वाण को प्राप्त हो, वेदों में लिखा है कि मोक्ष प्राप्त करनी चाहिए, और कोई आके भगवत गीता पढ़ेगा तो मुक्ति में जाओ. Why is it so? Because what they were expressing, they are not able to exactly find the meaning in that word. So they thought, let me give another word with a bigger description. अब शायद आपको भी नाम देना पड़ेगा.
कुछ मतलब
कई सालों के बाद कमलेंद्र जी लोग आके कहें वो जो शब्द आपने कहा उसको लेके, जैसे निर्वाण है, जैसे मोक्ष है, वैसे ही और कुछ.
मतलब ये सारी चीजें हैं तो एक ही अल्टीमेटली, क्योंकि एक चीज मेरे को मालूम पड़ गया, मैं शिवा हूँ. उसके बाद में मेरे को और कुछ क्या जानना है इसके बाद में.
और क्या जानना है?
मैं वही कह रहा हूँ, उसके बाद मेरे को जानना ही क्या रह गया?
That's how it is.
और उसके बाद तो मैं सिर्फ फील ही कर सकता हूँ सारी चीजों को। आज मैं क्या खाता हूँ, क्या पीता हूँ, क्या कुछ करता हूँ, सब इट गोज टू शिवा ओनली। अब इसके आगे मेरे को क्या?
लोगों को यही सिखाना है। What you are going through, you have to tell people. Some will understand and remember that. Water bug. So you have to motivate people that even there is another world. Don't fly because you know flying. Fly so that you can become a ray of hope for those who have given up flying. अब
आपके
आध्यात्म का
सेशन में
ये
तो
रूप है।
गुरुदेव ऐसा होता है जैसे मतलब चाहे क्वेश्चन आंसर का हो, चाहे वो हो दूसरा सत्संग में, मैं बैठता हूँ और उसके बाद में तो कहाँ होता हूँ मुझे भी नहीं मालूम होता। हाँ, ये सब है, ये सब चल रहा है, ये सब सुन रहा हूँ मैं, सब कुछ हो रहा है, लेकिन वो कहीं हो रहा है, कहीं बहुत बड़े उसके अंदर है ना, बहुत छोटे से हिस्से में कहीं हो रहा है, ऐसा महसूस होता है बस।
बिल्कुल ऐसे ही ना, सब कुछ चल रहा है लेकिन वो बैठा है।
हाँ, बस
ऐसे ही। सो वहीं बैठ जाओ, just sit here, because wherever you sit you make that place filled with divinity. और याद होगा आपको, हमने कहा था कि हम मंदिर जाएं ना जाएं, हम अपना मंदिर लेके चलते हैं।
बिल्कुल।
और अगर देवताओं का वास होने लगा है आप में, तो इसका मतलब आप मंदिर हो।
ये तो सब आपके गाइडेंस है, आपने राह दिखाई है।
धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद कमलेंद्र जी।
थैंक यू, थैंक यू,
थैंक यू सो मच। फाइंड ए वर्ड।
श्योर।
Well said, Aparao ji. Wherever you go, there is a celebration. And that's what they say, no? Wherever you go, leave a little spark. So I say, wherever you go, leave a little magic and divinity. So next, Aditi ji.
हर हर महादेव।
हाँ, हर हर जो भी हैं सब महादेव है यहाँ पे। कभी कभी मुझे लगता है हर कोई महादेव बोलना चाहिए।
वही तो मीनिंग है इसका, हर हर महादेव।
चलो, सो पूछो महादेव।
मैजिक,
महादेव को क्या बोलना पड़ेगा?
महादेव ने तो मैजिक कर दिया है अभी। वही मैं बताना चाहती हूँ खाली। 7 मार्च को मैंने आपको एक क्वेश्चन पूछा था, बट दैट टाइम आई वाज बिजी। सो आज पूछने के लिए सोच रही थी, बट मन में ऐसा है कि ये सवाल रहा ही नहीं है, तो पूछा जाए या ना। तो लेट अस गेट क्लियर इट। मन में तो इसके बारे में कुछ बचा ही नहीं है, बट एज ए इंफॉर्मेशन आई कैन टेक इट। सो मैं पूछना चाहती हूँ।
ओके ओके।
फर्क तो नहीं पड़ रहा है अभी इस क्वेश्चन से कुछ। ये इतने दिनों में ऐसा बदलाव आया है, ये बदलाव था, मैंने उसको अब जाना है। तो जैसे मैं हमेशा बोलती हूँ कि ये मेडिटेशन जो कि हम लोग इतना उससे अटैच हो रहे हैं, वी आर लविंग इट, तो इसको कभी पहाड़ों पे
बंधन तो नहीं हो जाएगा?
नहीं, बंधन तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं है, इसमें ही तो हम मुक्त हो रहे हैं, इससे ही तो मुक्ति पा रहे हैं। तो ये ऐसे पर्टिकुलर जगहों पे करने का ऐसे जो टेम्पटेशन हो रहा है, ये जो जैसे कि ब्यूटीफुल प्लेसेस, कोई गार्डन हो, कोई शांत प्लेसेस हो, मंदिर में हो, एन नंबर ऑफ प्लेसेस, तो ये सब मन में तब क्यों आ रहा था?
बहुत Simple. I have a
और
very
अब क्यों फर्क नहीं
simple
पड़ता है?
answer. I'll have a very simple answer for that. Have you seen people with their mobile phones, whenever they go to any location, they start taking selfies? Why do they take selfies?
The place is so beautiful. They want to capture it with themselves.
Actually, I think it should not have been selfies. It should have been something else. It should not have been named something else. Because they take the photo not for themselves, but for others. Yes or no?
Mhm.
So actually, selfie is selfless. Because they never take it for themselves. They only take it for others. But here we have to understand one thing. When they go to a specific place, they want to take a photo so that they can show it to others. But when you go to a beautiful place, now you sit within, because you are not watching the flower, you are watching the divinity dancing in that flower. That's why you are no more worried about the selfies. You are no more worried about how you look. You are no more worried about what they are thinking. Because now you see that divinity, and those spaces remind you of the divine. You look at a flower, you hold it, a flower in your hand, and you look at it and just ask this question: how did it got this color despite coming out of from a brown color soil? How did it got this red color, this orange color, this beautiful color? It came from a brown tree with a green leaf, and now it is red. What magic, what divinity. The same divinity is in the soil, the same divinity is in the plant, the same divinity is in the branch, the same divinity is in the flower, and the same divinity is going to become a fruit and again become divine in the ground. What do you see? So you see divinity, and whenever you find divinity, you have found one simple place. Because all the pain I have felt within, all the happiness I have felt within, and if I am seeing an indication of the divinity outside, it is not outside, it is within. You close your eyes, you sit, you connect, you become one. That's the reason you always get attracted to such places, and once you are in that place, you feel like sitting and meditating. So I don't know what name should be given to that. Oh, there was a movie, na? Is pyar ko kya naam do, right, Mani? What should I give a name to this love? Exactly. I don't know. What am I going to give the name to this love that I am? The problem here is I have fallen in love with someone whom I have never seen. जिसे देखा ही नहीं, उससे मोहब्बत हो गई है. But what is happening? Just like this, whenever you glow and you smell, there is a smell of a rose somewhere. You know there is a rose garden around. When you are sitting in the house and still you feel the smell of soil coming, of clay coming, you know that it is about to rain. How do you know? That smell is an indication of rain. Now that place is an indication of divinity. And when you are smelling like divine, then you must be the indication of divinity then. जो चुभ जाए वो कांटा है. By that prick itself, you know that a thorn is there. And by this feeling of divinity, you should also be knowing that You are with the divine. जग में सुंदर है दो नाम, चाहे कृष्ण कहो या राम. So whatever you call yourself, in whichever name you want to call yourself, but there are two beautiful names. Choose anyone for you. Become. It's not about choosing, it's about becoming that beautiful. Understood? Did I answer your query?
Yes, yes, Mahadev. But और एक मुझे बोलना था actually.
Yes, I will take one thing before that. Actually, what Apparauji wrote is, आखिर नाम में क्या रखा है? Yes, Apparauji. This statement, if you understand, आखिर नाम में क्या रखा है, you will only realize कि नाम में कुछ नहीं रखा आखिर में. You will only realize that there is nothing in the name at the end. तब तक लगता है कि नाम ही सब कुछ है. It is not just a statement. It itself is a realization. नाम में क्या रखा है? आखिर. हाँ, you will realize that at the end. So the same name that you were signing throughout your life, at your deathbed you will realize, नाम में कुछ नहीं रखा था, क्योंकि जो रखा था सब यही रहेगा. मैं जो था वो मैं जा रहा हूं. Yeah, Aditi ji, sorry for keeping you halted there. Question please.
क्वेश्चन नहीं, बस पूछना था ऐसे कि आप इतने सरलता से ये सब कुछ समझाते हो हम लोगों को, और हम लोग उसका अनुभव ले रहे हैं. सच में आई एग्री इट, आई एक्सेप्ट इट. तो ये जब कृष्ण और अर्जुन की जब महाभारत के टाइम वो जो गीता से उसको ज्ञान दे रहे थे कृष्ण भगवान, तो अर्जुन को क्या रियलाइज करने के लिए एग्जैक्टली विराट रूप का दर्शन देना पड़ा? मीन्स
वेरी गुड.
मीन्स
पूरा महाभारत किस लिए, मतलब यही है ना, पूरा गीता का सार क्या है? I will tell the entire Gita in 2 lines. Are you ready for that? In 2 lines. 1. Krishna says to Arjuna, Aham Brahmasmi. मैं ही सब कुछ हूं. अहम ब्रह्मास्मि. कृष्ण ने कहा है, अर्जुन को कहा कि अहम ब्रह्मास्मि. तो अर्जुन पूछता है तो फिर मेरा क्या? Then Krishna said, Tattvamasi. You are also that. गीता खत्म. Gita is over actually. All that is story, rest is story. How to deal with it, how to find that, all this. Yes, those are technologies, technicalities. If you want the technicalities, I can tell you. But the sar of Gita for me is only 2. Krishna says, Aham Brahmasmi. And then he says to Arjuna, Tattvamasi. If I am that divine, you are also that. And in order to realize Arjuna, these 2 statements, he has to tell all that. Aditi ji,
you are amazing, Mahadev. यही तो मैं बोल रही थी कि आप इतना इजीली बताते हो कि
क्योंकि
हम लोग गीता खोलने का समय हमको जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ेगी. ऐसा लगता है कभी भी जिंदगी में खोलूंगी नहीं तो चलेगा, कुछ फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता है.
देखो, तब का अर्जुन समझ नहीं पा रहा था, इसीलिए 18 खंड बोलना पड़ा. अब का अर्जुन 2 लाइन में समझ जाता है.
It's all you, Mahadev. It's all you. It's all your grace.
राजन जी, सही बोल रहा हूँ गलत बोल रहा हूँ? जो मूड जो है उसको समझाने के लिए ज्यादा समय चाहिए. जो सयाना है उसको 2 लाइन काफी है. वी ऑल रिमेम्बर दैट ना, सौजना जी, बाबा गारू उस दिन बोल रहे थे ना कि हॉर्स, एक बुलक होता है, दूसरा हॉर्स होता है. बुलक को पीटना पड़ता है. तो अर्जुन बुलक था, आप लोग हॉर्स हो, खाली छाया से ही भागते हो. आप महान हो, कितना आसान बना दिया है आपने मेरा जीवन. The only problem is every time I have to stand with a stick in my hand. Baki, I don't have to beat you, but the only thing is you need to see the shadow of it. समझ गए गीता? आज के बाद कभी भी कोई पूछे तो क्या कहोगे गीता के बारे में?
अहम ब्रह्मास्मि.
दो ही शब्द. पहले कहना अहम ब्रह्मास्मि. वो बोलता है वो क्या होता है ना, तत्त्वमसि. जो मैं वही तू. Is it so difficult really to understand what Krishna said? It is difficult for those who never understood Krishna. हम अक्षर में खो गए, हम उच्चारण में खो गए, हम मायने ढूंढते हुए खो गए. लेकिन अगर आपको कृष्ण की बातें समझनी है, if you really want to understand what Krishna said, you have to become Krishna, or else it will be an interpretation. But did I interpreted you to the entire Gita to you? No, I just said what he meant. That's why there is no complication. हो गया? धन्य हो गए ना? हाँ, मुश्किल सवाल लेके आया करो.
Thank you, Mahadev. Thank you so much.
थैंक यू. चलो, सो नेक्स्ट जनेश जी.
राम गुरु.
आप बोलिए जनेश जी.
ये अभी ऑफिशियल एंट्री है.
अच्छा, ऑफिशियल एंट्री है. अच्छा. मेरा मन खिलौनों का दुकान.
सबसे पहले तो बड़ी प्रसन्नता हुई seeing you back in this seat along with the signature of Hari Bhai next to you.
हाँ, मैंने भी सोचा कि उषा जी क्यों हमेशा मजे ले उस कुर्सी का, तो हमने भी खींच लिया कुर्सी. चलो.
So that is the case. अच्छा गुरुजी, एक प्रश्न है, एक ऑब्जर्वेशन है, और एक जो यहाँ कबाड़ा चल रहा है वो भी है. तीन है, तो अभी कहाँ से शुरू करूँ?
Wherever you like, whichever is near you.
नहीं, नियर तो तीनों है.
घर की सफाई करनी है तो गंदगी से शुरू करोगे या सफाई से?
अच्छा चलो, गंदगी से शुरू करते.
करो.
गंदगी ये गंदगी ये गुरुजी कि आज तक हमने कहते आए हैं कि ये राक्षस है, ये देव है, लेकिन है तो ब्रह्म का छत्र छाया में पली हुई पूरी सृष्टि. जितना एक ऋषि ने तप करके महादेव को प्रसन्न किया, उतना ही एक राक्षस ने भी तप करके महादेव को प्रसन्न किया. ऋषि ने वो तप के बलों पे या उस वो ज्ञान से कुछ अच्छे कार्य किए, राक्षस ने बुरे कार्य किए. तो महादेव दोनों के प्रसन्न होके, दोनों के समक्ष जाके भी इनके अंदर का वो जो स्वभाव है वो बदला क्यों नहीं, जब वो साक्षात प्रकाश है.
वेरी गुड.
नंबर 1.
वेरी गुड.
नंबर 2, चाहे वो राक्षस ने वो महादेव से वरदान लेके कुछ न कुछ उपद्रव बनाया, उसकी फिर उसको उसका विनाश हुआ, चाहे भी श्री हरि ने आके किया या माता ने आके किया. हमारे सारे शास्त्रों का जब भी हम अध्ययन करने बैठते, वो सारे राक्षस अमर हो चुके. उनका हमेशा मतलब रावण के सिवा राम का रेफरेंस नहीं आता है, रक्त बीज के सिवा माता का रेफरेंस नहीं आता है, शुंभ निशुंभ के सिवा माता का रेफरेंस नहीं आता है. सारे राक्षस एक तरीके से देखने जाओ तो जब भी मैं स्तुति करता हूँ तो माता को प्रसन्न करने के लिए उनको इन राक्षसों का रेफरेंस लेके ही बात करता हूँ. तो मतलब चाहे उनको मैंने राक्षस गिना, लेकिन उन्होंने तो उसको वो राक्षस को भी अमरत्व दिया. तो ये क्या लफड़ा है, ये समझ में नहीं आता है.
ओके. See, ये लफड़ा नहीं है. This is not a
हाँ.
problem.
हाँ.
This is an indication that if that kind of person can get mukti, you can also get mukti. First, अगर उस जैसे को भी मुक्ति मिल गई तो मुझ जैसे को तो मिल ही जाएगी. Yes or no?
Perfect.
First. Second, what did you eat today in the morning?
खाखरा.
Khakra. In the afternoon?
रोटी सब्जी.
In the evening?
Toast and beans.
But your stomach never said you that why are you putting toast now, khakra next, roti and curry in the evening? It never
Correct.
says that.
No, never says that.
Why?
Because it is passive, it's not active.
So what is Shiva?
Shiva is passive.
So how does it matter whether a Rakshas is asking for a boon or a Devata?
नहीं, पर मैं जब आपके समीप आता हूँ, चाहे मैं फिजिकली आऊँ या इस वजह से आऊँ या वो मन से जाता हूँ या कभी उस तरह, जब भी मैं वो सोचता हूँ तो मुझे एक अनुभूति होती है, चाहे वो मेरे मन की उपज हो या सही में हो, वो मुझे नहीं पता, लेकिन अनुभूति मुझे होती है. तो उनको जो शास्त्र ने लिखा है वो गलत तो नहीं है. साक्षात महादेव के समीप गए. रावण ने तो महादेव के कहने से सारे शास्त्रीय संगीत की रचना की. महादेव के कहने से उसने कई सारी रचनाएं की. दूसरी, महादेव ने खुद को उनको अपना परम शिष्य बताया. लेकिन जब महादेव सामने आते हैं और वो परम प्रकाशित है, तो उनके प्रकाश में मेरे अंदर उपद्रव की वृत्ति विनाश क्यों नहीं होती है?
वेरी गुड, बहुत ही सुंदर. Shall I answer this? बहुत आसान है इसका उत्तर. Your answer first goes to the reference to the question asked by Deepika ji.
Correct. उसी से उद्भव
When
हुआ.
you go to the temple, then why are you worried about your problems? You are not with the divinity. Now I will begin from here, Janesh. आपने कहा कि जब शिव सामने आ गया तो उसको देख के इसके अंदर ये उपद्रव रहता कैसे? How is he still bad despite looking at Shiva?
True.
यही है ना?
हाँ.
Because he was not looking at Shiva. He was looking at the powers of Shiva.
Okay.
He was not to reach Shiva. He was there to get the powers of Shiva. He never wanted to become Shiva. He just wanted to take some powers and showcase it to others.
Okay.
अष्टांग योग जो पढ़ते हो आप,
हाँ.
अगर अष्टांग योग पढ़ोगे, when you come to the 8th step, अगर योग के 7 विधियों को आपने पार कर लिया, and you are reaching to the 8th step, do you know what happens at that spot?
You become
Some
Shiva.
beings appear in front of you. No, before he comes, some beings appear in front of you and then they tell you, hey, what are you doing? What Brahman? What this? What that? Nothing is there. Why don't you do one thing? I give you this power, and when you put your hand like this and open it, an apple will appear in your hand. When you look at with somebody with this eyes, they will come running towards you. If you want to look at them in certain way, they will be killed. You know what it is? It is a test. And many people falter there. वो सिद्धियां लेके भाग जाते हैं, सिद्धि दिया किसी ने भूल जाते हैं. राक्षसों का हाल वही था, कई सारे साधकों का भी हाल वही है. They reach, they are thinking not to reach God. And again, if you really want to reach God, will you go to God with your problems?
कभी नहीं. क्योंकि दीपिका जी का ये जो प्रश्न आया था ना,
एक बात बताइए.
हाँ.
It is the same Janesh ji who meditates.
Yes.
It is the same Janesh ji who must be angry on someone.
Yes.
It must be the same Ganesh ji who might be helping others.
Yes.
And it is the same Ganesh ji who might have caused pain to someone.
Yes.
Then how are you becoming all this?
True.
In your presence, you should not be asking me in Shiva's presence why they don't realize. I'm asking you, why in your presence, all that you are doing is different from each other.
करेक्ट, सही है। और दीपिका जी ने जब प्रश्न पूछा तो एक दूसरा उद्भव हुआ कि आज 13 महीने हो गए पिछले फरवरी से आज तक। फर्स्ट मैंने 9 दिन का अनुष्ठान किया था। इतने सारे क्वेश्चन आंसर सेशन में मैं बैठा, लेकिन मुझे कभी भी प्रश्न पूछने की उत्कंठा नहीं हुई, फॉर 2 रीजंस। एक अंदर से ये था कि मैं काय के लिए आया हूँ, मेरे को प्रकृति ने गुरुजी के सामने क्यों रखा है? आत्म साक्षात्कार के लिए मेरे को प्रकृति ने रखा है यहाँ से ऊपर जाने। तो मैं वो प्रश्नों को पूछता हूँ जो आज मेरे मन की स्थिति है, उसके हिसाब से मैं पूछ सकता हूँ। जो मन की स्थिति मुझे चाहिए ही नहीं, वो बदलने के लिए मैं यहाँ आया हूँ, तो मैं प्रश्न क्यों पूछ रहा हूँ? तो मुझे प्रश्न नहीं पूछना चाहिए।
नहीं नहीं,
क्योंकि
बिल्कुल।
जो भी प्रश्न है वो आज की मन स्थिति के हिसाब से है, वो तो बदली होने वाली है। क्योंकि मैं तो साधना कर रहा हूँ, जो साधना कर रहा हूँ, और वही मन की स्थिति बदलने वाली है। तो ये मन की स्थिति के प्रश्नों का उत्तर लेके भी मेरे को तो उसको छोड़ना ही है ना। तो उसको उत्तर लेके भी मैं क्या करूंगा? मेरे लिए तो वो ऐसा भी मिट्टी है।
यस। सो जनेश जी, आपका उत्तर के लिए आज सुबह सुधा जी ने मुझे उत्तर भेजा था।
ओके।
आज सुबह सुधा जी ने कुछ शेयर किया था मेरे साथ। सो दैट इज गोइंग टू बी अमेजिंग आंसर फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस।
ओके।
वो आंसर कुछ इस तरीके से है, मैं पढ़ता हूं, सिर्फ 2, 3, 4 लाइन के हैं। जिस दिन ये स्थिति आ जाएगी आपको समझ में आ जाएगा। अब सुनो क्या लिख के भेजा था आज सुधा जी ने। आप बैठ मेरे मालिक, आज बंटवारा कर ही लेते हैं। क्या कह रहा है कि आज आप बैठ मेरे मालिक, आज बंटवारा कर ही देते हैं। लेट अस डिवाइड। ओ लॉर्ड, कम सिट टुगेदर एंड लेट अस डिवाइड इट टुडे। आज बंटवारा कर ही देते हैं। उसके बाद क्या देते हैं? सारी दुनिया तेरी और सिर्फ तू मेरा। All the world is yours and you are mine. So, oh Lord, come sit in front of me and let us do this division today. Let us. Actually, क्या होता है बंटवारे का सही इंग्लिश क्या है?
डिवीजन।
नॉट डिवीजन, डिवीजन सही वर्ड नहीं है, और एक शब्द है उसके लिए।
डिस्ट्रीब्यूट। लेट अस डिस्ट्रीब्यूट।
डिस्ट्रीब्यूट तो इक्वलाइजेशन होता है, जो भाई भाई झगड़े करके ले लेते हैं ना। When two brothers fight over a property and take it, that is called as division. उसे कहते हैं बंटवारा कर लेना।
पार्टीशन।
बंटवारा का मतलब पार्टीशन। So what is this person saying? Oh Lord, come, let us do partition today. Let us see what is yours and what is mine. And what he says, the entire world is yours and you are mine. अगर
ऑटोमेटिकली मैं इतना बड़ा हो गया कि मैं भगवान को पूरी सृष्टि भी दे रहा हूँ।
हो गया।
मैं इतना बड़ा दानवीर भी हुआ ना।
This is where, when you are able to see yourself in the entire world, you become Shiva. When you want to have the entire world in your grasp, you become the demon.
Okay.
समझ में आया?
Perfect. Perfect.
प्रेम दोनों में है। प्रेम दोनों में है। एक प्रेम में देना चाहता है, दूसरा छीनना चाहता है। One want to give in love, the other want to grasp everything in love. मेरा है मतलब मेरा ही रहेगा। That is also love, but that is not true love. नहीं, ये मेरा है इसलिए इसे जाने देता हूं मैं। आई लेट इट गो। तो शिव से कौन सा प्यार है आपका?
मैं खुद ही शिव हूँ, तो कोई प्यार नहीं है, खुद को ही प्यार करता हूँ बस।
सो एक ही काम करना जनेश जी। Somebody said it in a very typical way about money. Money is nahi, I'm not getting that. I'll remember and I will tell you. It's a very specific statement. I heard that in my childhood somewhere. So I'll get that and I will tell you. Thank God I love money. Yeah. Money is not everything. Love is. And thank God I love money. That was the statement.
Okay.
Money is not everything. Love is. But thank God I love money. That's how you are saying. I am not everything. Shiva is. But thank God
I am Shiva.
I am Shiva.
Perfect.
Okay?
और वो अभी तो वो एक हुआ, दूसरा दो है ना।
अच्छा, पूछ लो।
तो अभी कैसा हो रहा है गुरुजी की जैसे जैसे साधना होती गई, अब हम लोगों ने धनाकर्षण भैरव का भी अनुष्ठान किया, बहुत बढ़िया। उस वक्त आपने भी बताया कि ये भी संसार में जरूरी है, जिसको जैसा चाहिए वैसा। पता नहीं क्यों, लेकिन मेरे दिल में ऐसा आया कि मुझे तो धन्य होना है, मुझे धनाकर्षण आया तो भी ठीक, नहीं आया तो भी ठीक। मैं, क्योंकि मैंने ये साधना की है, तो मैं एक माला रोज करूंगा बस। वो 5 कर लूंगा, उससे ज्यादा आएगा, 10 कर लूंगा, इससे ज्यादा आएगा नहीं। तो ये भावना मुझे मालूम है कि 5 साल पहले, 6 साल पहले मेरे पास नहीं थी। क्यों ऐसा?
इसका उत्तर संडे मिलेगा।
ओके, ठीक है। तो अभी जो लास्ट जो है वो शास्त्रों के हिसाब से एक प्रश्न उद्भव हुआ था। शिव महापुराण में एज वेल एज भागवत पुराण में, दोनों में एक संदर्भ आता है कि श्री कृष्ण जब द्वारका में महल में विराजमान रहते हैं, तो ब्रह्मा जी उन्हें मिलने आते हैं। तो द्वारपाल उन्हें रोकते हैं कि आप कौन है? तो ब्रह्मा कहते मुझे नहीं पहचाना, मैं ब्रह्मा हूँ। तो द्वारपाल कहते ठीक है, मैं बताता हूँ। एक ही तो ब्रह्मा है, और कौन है? मैंने तो सृष्टि क्रिएट की है। द्वारपाल अंदर बताते हैं और ब्रह्मा जी अंदर जाते हैं, तो देखते हैं कि श्री कृष्ण के सामने कई ब्रह्मा है। ये ब्रह्मा के 3 मुख है, किसके 4 है, किसके 5 है, किसके अनेक मुख है। तब ब्रह्मा को रियलाइज होता है कि ये तो सारी सृष्टि का जब स्वामी है, इतनी बड़ी अलग अलग सृष्टि आए, ये सिर्फ मेरी तुच्छ सृष्टि के लिए मैं इतना अहंकारी हुआ हूँ और यहाँ आया हूँ। और शिव महापुराण में बताया है कि परात्पर शिव है, और उन्होंने फिर कई अलग अलग शिव से अलग अलग सृष्टियां की। अब जब हम वो पात्रता को जाएंगे और देखेंगे तो वो अलग बात हुई। ये इतने मल्टीप्लिकेशन के अंदर जब एक में से अनेक और एक में से, तो इसी का संदर्भ में हमारा वो जो संस्कृत का जो एक उत्कृष्ट मंत्र है, ओम पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदम पूर्णाद पूर्णमुदच्यते, या क्या उसका संदर्भ यही है?
ओके। सो पहला आपने जो पुराण के बात की कि ब्रह्मा केम टू श्री कृष्ण, and then the person at the gates asked, who are you? He said, don't you know I am Brahma, I am the creator of everything. And when he entered into, he found many Brahma. That's what, na?
Yes. और वो भी कई अलग अलग मुखों के, मतलब हमारी ये तीन गुणों की है, किसी के वहां 5 गुण है, किसी के वहां 7 गुण है, 8 गुण है, 9 गुण है। मतलब जो हम देखते हैं कि हम 5 गुण में से पंच महाभूत से है, तो कई 2 महाभूत की भी सृष्टि है, कई 1 महाभूत की भी सृष्टि है।
ये सब जनेश जी ये व्याख्या है, मैं इस व्याख्या को खत्म कर देता हूं। ओके, आई विल एंड इट हियर ओनली। If Brahma comes here today also, understand this very carefully. When he entered, you said he saw many Brahma. But if Brahma enters into this question and answer session now, what do you think he will find?
He will find exactly 52 plus 1, 53 Brahmas.
He will not find 53 Brahmas. If he is a real Brahma, he will realize that there are so many Brahmans here. ब्रह्मा उपाधि है, ब्रह्म स्वरूप है.
परफेक्ट.
तो कृष्ण ने ब्रह्मा को ब्रह्मा नहीं दिखाया, कृष्ण ने ब्रह्मा को ब्रह्म दिखाया कि तू जो भ्रम में है कि तू ब्रह्मा है और तूने सब कुछ सृष्टि किया है, ये भ्रम है, तू ब्रह्मा है, ये सब ब्रह्म है. इसलिए अनेक ब्रह्म आए. समझ में आया?
परफेक्ट.
दिस इज व्हाट इट इज. बट हम उसे व्याख्या करते हैं, अच्छा देयर माइट बी कॉस्मोस. यस देयर आर, बट व्हाट इज द रियलिटी बिहाइंड ऑल दैट? इसीलिए मैंने कहा कि ब्रह्मा अगर ये आएगा तो वो सारे नाम नहीं देखेगा. अगर वो सही में ब्रह्मा होगा, आपके अंदर छिपा हुआ ब्रह्मत्व को देख लेगा वो. Which one is better? कोई तर्क चाहिए?
नहीं.
शिव ने अपने आप को इतने में व्याख्याएं की, इतने रूपों में ढाला. क्यों? उसने अपने आप को प्रकट किया, लेकिन है तो शिवी.
हाँ.
So what is the question then? No question. क्योंकि आपने जिसे ब्रह्मा सोचा था, मैंने उसे भ्रम करार कर दिया, और जो भ्रम था उसको उतार देके मैंने आपको ये बताया कि वो उसने ब्रह्मा को नहीं देखा, उसने ब्रह्म को देखा. और ब्रह्म हर जगह स्थापित है. और अगर हर जगह स्थापित है तो आप भी हर जगह का एक भाग हो, तो इसका मतलब ब्रह्म आप में भी स्थापित है.
सो हमारा जो संस्कृत का वो श्लोक है, उसका रेफरेंस यही है ना, कि पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदम पूर्णाद पूर्णमुदच्यते.
पूर्णमिदम पूर्णाव पूर्णमुदच्यते. मतलब क्या है? जो संपूर्ण है. अगर संपूर्ण है तो उससे अलग क्या हो सकता है? कुछ नहीं. और अगर मैं भी उस संपूर्णता का भाग हूं तो मैं अपूर्ण कैसे हो सकता हूं?
नहीं.
दिस इज इट. Now we can see Shiva Guruji sitting there and his grandson also sitting there. You can see that Purnamada Purnamidam as well, because if you go by science also, वो genealogy के हिसाब से भी अगर आप जाओगे, he has some genes of him or not?
Yes.
So what is that? जो ब्रह्म पदार्थ से बना है उसमें भी ब्रह्म ही है. Okay?
Thank you.
So thank you, Janesh.
Pranam, धन्यवाद.
Hope I was able to answer your question satisfactorily.
More than that.
Thank you. सुधा जी. चलो आज बंटवारा कर ही देते हैं.
नहीं गुरुदेव, क्वेश्चन कोई नहीं, एक छोटी सी क्वेरी थी.
हाँ जी.
उसकी क्लैरिफिकेशन चाहिए. मैंने कहीं ये पढ़ा था कि अगर आप जो साधना करते हैं, आप जो एनर्जी आपकी बनती है, उसको भी कोई इजीली ले सकता है. क्या ये सच है?
अच्छा, बहुत सरल है. अगेन इसका आंसर सुधा जी,
कैसे?
मैं कुछ एक सेंटेंस बोलूंगा, शायद उसमें से उत्तर मिल जाए आपको. हाथों में बंद रखे हो क्यों सिक्के जनाब. याद है मेरी ये वाली बात? हाथों में क्यों दबाए रखे हो सिक्के जनाब, हाथ खोल दो ना रहेगा डर चोरी का ना गिरने का। अब चोरी उनकी होती है जो छिपा के रखना चाहते हैं, जिनके खुले दरवाजे हैं उनके घर में कभी कोई चोर नहीं घुसता।
ये सब तो ठीक है गुरुदेव,
अब
लेकिन मैं हाँ, लेकिन
क्योंकि
मैं बस
आपने
इतना
मुझे
अंदर जानना चाहती हूँ, क्या सचमुच में एनर्जी कोई चोरी कर सकता है? इतना ही जानना चाहती हूँ बस।
इलेक्ट्रिसिटी चोरी की जा सकती है?
वो तो लोग हमारे कानपुर में तो कटिया डाल लेते थे,
हाँ,
चोरी करते थे।
कैसे? वो हुक सिस्टम है ना।
हम्म,
वैसे एंकरिंग भी होता है एनर्जी पे, इट कैन बी, लेकिन
हम्म,
देयर इज अ डिफरेंस। इट डिपेंड्स ऑन व्हाट काइंड ऑफ साधना यू डू। साधना मतलब, हाँ जैसे अभी अपाराव जी बोल रहे, उसमें एक होता है फायरवॉल होता है ना।
हम्म,
अब जब बैंकिंग का कोई भी ट्रांजैक्शन करते हो तो उसमें फायरवॉल होता है, देन दे ओटीपी ये वो सब जनरेट होता है ना। देन पीपल स्टिल आर देयर दोज हु डू फिशिंग इन दैट। वो हैक करके चले जाते हैं ना हैकर्स,
हम्म,
राइट? So in this kind of energy also there are certain kind of sadhanas in which your firewall is not strong enough. They can break through it and they can take it away. They are our energy hackers. But if your sadhana is in a certain particular manner, there it is like having a better firewall where it is not possible to hack into, because that line of firewall is not thick. The line of firewall is so thin that it cannot penetrate it, क्योंकि उसे पता ही नहीं है कि यहां पे रुक रहा हूं. That's how your sadhana should be. Your sadhana should be not like intense that I'm making a big fire. No. Your sadhana is so subtle that no one even will know what energy is flowing within you. So how will they steal? तो सुधा जी, होता है लेकिन साधना के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है.
तो इसका मतलब है हर कोई अपनी साधना को सिक्योर नहीं कर सकता, इसीलिए गुरु की जरूरत होती है क्या?
गुरु की जरूरत तो कई सारे चीजों के लिए करते हैं लोग.
ये तो सब
कभी
सही
कभी
है।
sometimes they want him to be a gatekeeper. तो उसके लिए गुरु की जरूरत होती है, so that he stands at the gate of my mind and he ensures like I don't shuffle, I don't slip away. And some people need a guru to make him a punching bag, so that whenever I am angry I should go and beat him up. Some people need guru to know what they are. Some people need guru so that he can cook some good food and he can feed you. See, गुरु कई तरीके के हो सकते हैं. सो अगर आपने कहा कि क्या गुरु की इसीलिए जरूरत होती है, हाँ, गुरु की एक प्रयोजन ये भी हो सकता है. सिक्योरिटी गार्ड क्यों चाहिए? क्योंकि आपको लगता है कि कभी मैं सो जाऊंगी तो कम से कम वो पहरा देते रहेगा. हाँ, ये है.
नहीं गुरुदेव, मैंने तो ये भी पढ़ा था, जो इंद्र अपने सिंहासन पे बैठते हैं तो वो जो लोग साधना कर रहे हैं उससे एनर्जी लेते हैं वो. ये गलत पढ़ा था क्या?
अब आप नौकरी कर रहे थे, you are getting salary per your work that you did. You are paying taxes.
Yes.
Why?
टैक्स से ही तो फिर ये चलेगा बाकी सब.
हाँ, तो इंद्र को एनर्जी क्यों चाहिए?
अच्छा, मतलब जो भी साधना होती है उसमें से इंद्र का हिस्सा फिक्स होता है क्या?
आप देखो, see, when you cook food, देखो इससे सरल में क्या समझाऊं. When you cook food, you have cooked a pot full of rice. उसमें आपके बेटे का भी है, उसमें आपके बेटी का भी है, उसमें आपका भी है, या तो कोई आपके घर में आएगा उसका भी है कि नहीं है? लेकिन खाना बनाने के समय आप क्या ये सोच के करते हो कि ये पार्ट उसे जाएगा, ये पार्ट मुझे आएगा, ये पार्ट उसे जाएगा? नहीं, यू हैव कुक्ड इनफ which is enough to take care of your hunger, your child's hunger, others hunger. आपकी साधना वैसी है. I am not worried who is taking what. I know what I am doing is enough for me and for the world and for the creation. मैं वो झमेले में ही नहीं जाता. मैं बोला, इंद्र कहता है अपने आप को देवताओं का राजा, लेकिन मेरे ऊपर डिपेंडेंट है. तो वो हो गया देवता, मैं हो गया ब्रह्म. कौन बड़ा?
ब्रह्म.
और अगर आप ब्रह्म हो तो क्या आप सोचोगे कि कितना पार्ट मेरे से किसने क्या ले लिया?
नहीं.
देखिए, हम झमेले में ही नहीं जाते.
थैंक यू गुरुदेव, समझ गई मैं.
हम डिक्लेयर ही कर देते पहले ही, भाई हम यही है, बाकी जिसको जो लेना है ले जाओ. पानी अगर आपके घर में नहीं है और किसी ने आके पूछा तो आप सोचोगे अरे इसको दे दिया तो क्या होगा. लेकिन अगर आपके घर के पीछे समंदर है और वो पूछा कि एक बूंद पानी चाहिए, आप परेशान हो, तो समंदर बन के बैठो ना.
नहीं, वो एक ना क्वेश्चन दिमाग में आ रहा था कि ऐसा होता है कि एनर्जी कोई कैसे ले सकता है, इसलिए मैंने पूछ लिया.
अगर शक्तिपात किया जा सकता है तो एनर्जी खींचा भी जा सकता है.
मतलब वही ले सकता है जो इतना नो जो जानता हो.
कुछ लोग पैरासाइट्स होते हैं, दे डोंट वर्क ऑन देयर फूड, दे जस्ट गो एंड टेक द फूड फ्रॉम अदर्स. तो कुछ पैरासाइट्स है जो दूसरों की शक्तियों के ऊपर काम करते हैं, अपनी खुद की क्षमता नहीं जानते, बट दे डोंट नो द पावर दैट इज देयर विद इन देम. दैट्स व्हाई दे आर पैरासाइट्स. आप अपनी क्षमता को जानो एंड यू बिकम द एंटायरिटी.
थैंक यू गुरुदेव.
थैंक यू सुधा जी. Oh my God, it is already. Sajana ji, problem is we cannot say oh my God also. Now you say oh my God and अंदर से आवाज आती है yes. What happened? Thank you सुधा जी. लेकिन आपने सुबह जो भेजा, दया है आपकी, आपने भेजा कि मैं जनेश जी का उत्तर दे पाया. धन्यवाद आपका. और आपको हमने म्यूट कर दिया है ताकि आप और कुछ बोल ना सको उसके बाद, नहीं तो हम धन्यवाद नहीं कर पाते लोगों का. फाइनली संध्या जी, so fast. I have to leave these people. Some people are already asleep.
Small questions, little ones I want.
Little small tiny one. Okay, go ahead.
2 साल का चाइल्ड को स्मॉल सर्जरी चाहता है.
ओके.
क्या कारण इसमें है? पेरेंट्स का और चाइल्ड का क्या इन दैट? 7 साल का चाइल्ड भी गॉड को भी मानता है. 2 साल का चाइल्ड की सर्जरी
Okay.
क्या रहस्य है इसमें?
Okay, so why they go through pain even if they are just a child and they have just taken birth now? Is it the question, Sandhya ji? कि छोटा सा बच्चा है, why he is going through that pain?
Yes, it is according to the parents, or they have to avoid it in any situation or any.
It is because of karma of both the parents and the kid. The kid has taken a birth there so that he can repay what they have done to them, and the parents are here so that they can go through the pain that they have given to them earlier. ये सीधा कार्मिक अकाउंट का हिसाब है. That is one way. If you go by karma, means based on their past karmas, the child has taken birth in that parent's house, so that parent is going through that pain and the child is going through that pain. There is another way of looking at it. Next is realizing what you are, and you are coming here to the world to teach something to others. Example, Ram, Krishna. Now, can any one of you tell me one name of a god who has not gone through any trouble? कोई ऐसा एक देवता जो जिसके परेशानी नहीं हुई होगी? दीपिका जी, any god who came to this planet and didn't had problems? देखो. So understand this. When even the divine has come to this planet, they also go through certain pain. Why? This is called as the Martya Lok, means
Karma Bhumi.
the space of the death. जिसे आप पृथ्वी समझते हो, ये मृत्यु लोक है. क्यों? क्योंकि मृत्यु यही होती है. Because you die here. That's why it is called as the Martya Lok, या तो मृत्यु लोक कहा जाता है इसे. But in order to enter into the Mrityu Lok, you cannot be completely pure and enter into this zone. You have to have certain kinds of issues that you have to take. For example, Sandhya ji, if you make a bangle out of gold,
Yes.
okay, can you make out of pure gold?
No.
No. You need impurities added to that to give it a shape and form. Acha. In this world, you have a shape or form or not? As a pure soul, you cannot. That's why impurities are added in the form of thoughts, so that you can be here, you can have a shape, you have a form. Why do you need a shape and form? You need a shape and form so that you can experience what you want to create. सोने का चूड़ी बनाने के बाद साई सत्या अगर उसको घर में रख दोगे, कोई काम का है? If you are creating a bangle, you have to wear that, right? That is how, if you have come into this bhumi, the second option, you have certainly chosen that kind of impurity. That kind of impurity is taken and he has come into this planet, and that's why they are going through that kind of situation in life. Have you met any one person here, Pranit, in this world who never had any problem? हाँ, वो ऐसे दिखा रहा है आप और मैं भी उत्तर देता हूं, मेरे प्रॉब्लम ये देखो, आप yes or no? If I didn't had any problem, I have actually taken impurities in your form. What am I doing here? I am sitting and cleaning those impurities because I have taken these impurities to be here. तो बताओ, तुम्हारे बिना मैं हो सकता था क्या यहाँ? नहीं हो सकता था. लेकिन मेरे होने में, I am just here because of you, and I am cleaning out those impurities because I know what my true nature is. And before I merge into my true nature again, I will ensure all the impurities also merge along with me. ठीक है संध्या जी? And again, sometime when I talk more about karma, and I will detailedly go into that. Okay?
Yes.
So obviously there are two ways. Either you are here by karmic account or by your choosing. And I always look at by my choosing. Because when I say I have chose it, I have the power to change it. But if I say it is my karma, then I don't have any power to do anything. So I choose that whatever is happening to me is my choice. So let me deal with it. Let me complete that and let me overcome it and let me come out of it as a divinity. Okay. So thank you. Thank you so much, Sandhya ji. Thank you, everyone. Your amazing questions and my little cute answers. So it was, we have gone into so many aspects today, right? I don't know. Mahanta aapki hai, that you have made us travel across. So thank you. Remember to be here on Sunday. Why? Because I am doing too much of advertisement. No, not because of the too much of advertisement that I am doing. Because I don't want any one of you to miss that, because on that day, I will enjoy seeing you go through all that, what I say. Exactly like you enjoy throwing questions at me, seeing how he reacts. I will also see. मजा तो तब आएगा ना जब दोनों तरफ से हो, नहीं? तो एक तरफा सवाल और एक तरफा प्यार क्या होता है? ठीक है? So thank you so much. And I wrote something to Deepika ji today, and that has, I actually said, wow, this is rhyming so well. What was that, Deepika ji? Rise and shine and be divine. So this has come out of a new one. Rise and shine and be divine. So stay God, be God, don't forget until I'm here again. कभी कभी अश्विन जी मुझे लगता है कि लोग भगवान दिन भर रहते हैं, मुझे देखने के बाद भूल जाते हैं. So the problem is not with them, the problem is with me. So thank you so much, and till we meet again, stay blessed, stay a blessing to this planet. And the way you are smiling at this moment, this moment, the way you are content, may this content or contentment of yours and this happiness of yours and this blissfulness of yours, this shivattu of yours, spread to each and every soul on this planet. And may that come across again, where Krishna has to say Aham Brahmasmi. Neither Arjun stands there asking, who am I then? And he has to say Tattvamasi. Then you only say what? Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivoham. Na tu, na me. Neither you nor me. We are all one. Thank you so much. Stay blessed. And as Hari Bhai is not around, I believe, if anybody is a good singer, please raise your hand. I will unmute you, because I think like Hari Bhai has gotten you addicted to songs. And that's like a desert. People are too interested. Okay. So Aliva ji says, I have to sing. So I'll do one thing. I will share one video with you right away. You go listen to that. That is your desert for today. Okay. So I've already recorded something. I have shared with few of the people. हमारे पास कुछ सेलिब्रिटी लोग होते हैं, उनको प्रीमियर शो मिलता है. So now I'm going to share with the group. Please go listen to that, enjoy, and you will find that actually I have stolen your words, right, Deepika ji? When you listen to that, you will feel like as if ये तो मैं ही सोच रहा था. I said, yes, I know. But Shiva Guruji, the problem here is I have written that in Hindi. Fortunate part is it has been converted into Telugu. Now I am in search of someone who can translate it into English as well. And who can do it better than the one through whom Shiva is appearing as ink on paper. So for all the people, those who are not able to understand that, don't worry, you are not missing the fun. Someone is going to come as Shiva and create that for you. Thank you so much. And I will share it right away once I close this. And yes, of course, give your feedback, not to me. Give your feedback because what you understood is important than what I have written. Thank you so much. And I'm ending the session here. Thank you. See you all. Meet you all again on Sunday. Till then, stay blessed.